Hey lovelies, welcome back to the channel. This is Lady Blacks again, coming at you with another video. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. This is a Black woman empowerment channel where we encourage Black women to divest. Divestment, in my definition, in broad terms, is to put yourself first and the rest will follow. And there are definitely many layers to this movement, and each Black woman is going to have their own path as far as what divestment means and what moves they need to make in order to better serve themselves, right? So this is what this channel is all about. Of course, unfortunately, y'all, the algorithm is recommending me to the dust, and they're coming. They're coming. And so, today's subject matter may ruffle some feathers, and they either are going to keep their feelings to themselves or they're going to spill their dust in the comments. Only time will tell. But nonetheless, we're going to get right into it. I have 10 reasons as to why I will no longer date Black men. For me, just to give a quick introduction before I get right into it, I personally feel that I have invested enough time in the Black dating field, meaning dating Black men, and I just put forth enough energy. I have a whole marriage, I have a whole divorce, I have a whole child, I have a whole dating history story time that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to share on this channel. I just have I think that divesting from Black men is one of the layers within my own journey of divestment. I just feel like being, keeping my options open to other races of men and not Black men is best for me. And so here's 10 reasons as to why. Number one, the way they treat Black women and uplift their preferences in an effort to degrade Black women. Black women will literally be minding their own business, being too busy becoming the most educated demographic in America. And then nobody at all. Black men will say something like, I want to date non-Black woman A because a Black woman did this. And I want to date non-Black woman B because a Black woman did this. Just basically uplifting a non-Black woman and using the degradation of a Black woman as to their reasons to do that. Yeah, that is a major turnoff for me. Black women are on their road to healing. Let's just keep that all the way 100, and they could use the love and encouragement in that process. And let's keep it 100. There have been obstacles in that healing, and those obstacles only come from Black men, whether they're becoming a hashtag or whether they have DV circumstances or whatever the case may be, or they're being oppressed, or they're being lazy, or they're hanging out by the damn bodega and getting high with their damn homies instead of putting in their applications for college or a job. Major turnoff for me, and I'm good and have no time. Number two, they're weak as a collective. These are backed up by history. These are backed up by statistics. Black men, unfortunately, though they are physically stronger than most men, they as a collective are mentally the weakest. And when you don't have mental strength, you pretty much don't have anything. A female can conquer you, and unfortunately that time and time again is proven in this space by the different commentary and videos that are out there, news clips that are out there. This time and time again gets reinforced. And when you are mentally weak, you have nothing at all, and you can talk all the mess that you want about how you once had kingdoms in Egypt, and you were pharaohs and kings and built the pyramids while the white man was stuck in the caves. The fact that you allowed the caveman to rob you of your pyramids says all that I need to know about your mental strength as a collective, and I don't have time for that and find it to be very unattractive. Number three, they have no resources as a collective. This again can be backed up by facts, by statistics and history. And you're either going to be willingly ignorant to the facts, or you're going to take them for what they are and do something about it. The choice is up to you. But quick story time, I was on Women's Fears panel yesterday, and there was a young lady on there who was going through a tough time because she had spent all this time fighting her ex Dusty, and then he passed away, and then she became free and is going through the motions of feeling guilty about that. I actually joined the panel to give her encouragement and shared my story about how my ex Dusty passed away. And so, unfortunately, with my ex Dusty passing away, story time later, that has freed me to be able to reestablish myself in a different part of the country and gain financial stability, I'm sorry. And so now that I've had the taste of financial stability and what it means to invest and get some resources going for the long term, so that when I'm old, I can just be chilling instead of having to work extra hard and worry about money. I will never go back. Been there, done that. It was never fun. And I know a lot of Black women know what I'm talking about, especially the Black single mothers who were left in the dust to raise children on their own. Shit is very expensive, and now that I'm financially stable, I just will never go back. And unfortunately, the statistics show that Black men are not going to be able to provide the resources that I need, and I need resources. Number four, the record number of fatherless children. Unfortunately, I tie into this statistic just based off of who I fell in love with, and it's a major turnoff, just going from woman to woman and creating single mothers everywhere. I've literally lived this and seen it with my own eyes. And unfortunately, my ex Dusty left a lot of children behind that don't have him as a father anymore. So may he rest in peace, but the fatherless children thing is a major turnoff, and I don't have time for it. The fragile egos. This one I just can't. I can't. I've never had the strength for this. My spirit animal is an old lady. I think I came out of my mother's womb as an old lady, and I've just never had the energy or the time to stroke the fragile ego of a Black man. I just, it's way more than what I can bear, and way more for what I can bring to the table. And so I just, I don't have the strength to stroke the ego of a Black man. When I have dated outside of my race, I did find that there is a little bit of ego stroking that was needed, because naturally most men do have egos, and it needs to be stroked. But I find that the way that I am, the way that I am in my natural state, is enough to stroke their ego. I find that Black women have this natural nature about them, this natural way of being that is enough. And the stroking of an ego is effortless, and it doesn't take anything away from me, because if all I have to do is be myself in order to stroke your ego, then cool. I found that me as a person, I'm not enough for the ego of a black man, and so I'm just not going to entertain that idea. Number 6, I don't find them attractive anymore. Now, this is no disrespect, black men as a collective, and based off of my experiences, I've just completely turned off by them. I do love black love. I do love the the black couples, the unicorn couples that I have encountered. I think that they have a beautiful thing. I think that good black men are attractive, but those are, when we're talking about a vast majority of dust, it's really hard to find those unicorns in the dust. And my allergies are just too bad to be, digging in dust for a unicorn. So I just can't. And I don't have time to find one that I'm attracted to, because the collective majority, I'm just not. Number 7, the good ones are taken. This is basically kind of like a piggyback reason of the last reason. The good ones are taken. I love the environment that I moved to from California, because California is pretty bad. You don't really see a lot of successful black couples in California, unfortunately. The black men tend to date outside their race, and sometimes the women stay and sometimes the women leave. Most of the time the women get treated the same way that black women get treated. And I've seen this with my own eyes. It's not BS when it's talked about in these different spaces of the divestment movement. It's very real in California. But I will say, now that I have moved out of California, I have encountered more good black men, and it's been very refreshing. But these men are taken, these men are good men, and these men are faithful to their wives, and I respect marriage. And kudos to them. And I really appreciate what they have going on. But at the end of the day, number 6, I am not attracted anymore, and number 7, the good ones are taken. Number 8, the way they flock to be led instead of being leaders. So I have this newfound femininity that I've been able to rest in now that I'm free. May my ex Dusty rest in peace, but I am free from him once and for all, since he's left this earth, and being able to reestablish myself in a different part of the country. I've also been able to refine myself, spend more time with myself, and in ways that I wasn't able to do before. And with that, finding my femininity again, my newfound feminine energy. And I've been resting in that after many years of unfortunately being required to tap in my feminine energy. My masculine energy. It's just something that you have to do when you're a single mother. And I'm still a single mom, of course, but as I'm just been chilling with myself and just loving myself, falling all in love with myself all over again, I've been finding and resting in this newfound feminine energy that's always been there, that I've just been able to kind of rekindle my relationship with. And she's alive and well, and bloomed, and flourishing. And that part of myself needs a leader, and I just don't see it in black men, especially the way they flock to these weirdos online, and the ones that are bashing black women, and they basically found their cult leader who is basically reinforcing their own self-hatred by way of their hate for black women. And major turnoff. I'm just good. I need a leader, and for me, black men ain't it. May find some individual ones that are doing just fine, but again, I don't have time to dig through the dust to find and be admired by those black men. Number nine, their history from the beginning to now. This again doesn't need to be regurgitated. Open up a history book, go on a website, a credible website with peer reviewed articles, and just research Black men. Their history, unfortunately, is it's understandable with what they've done in the past, why in 2021 they are collectively weak, and so their history is just enough for me to be turned off by them as a collective. And number 10, and finally, the way they allow Black women to take the metaphoric and, let's keep it real, literal bullet on their behalf. This is just the epitome of feminine energy when you want Black women to be your mom and basically protect you from the world. Yeah, I don't have time for it. Been there, done that. Will never do it again. It's a major turnoff. I have divested from it and I'm good. So those are my top 10 reasons, y'all. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.